A portion of this video is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. For more information about Sheath, visit the link in the description below or wait till the end of this video to hear more about them from me.
Who was in office at the time?
George W. Bush.
No, 2009 is when the case came out, and it was and Obama was in office at the time.
It's not true. But let me ask you a question.
I guess first and foremost, I would like to ask this question. Why does the mainstream media continue to invite noted, infamous liars and stupid people onto their shows? Invite them on, gush over them, and then when the interview ends, gush on them again and thank them profusely for their appearance on your program. I'm talking about Jake Tapper. Yesterday on State of the Union, he had Markwayne Mullin on, the illustrious, not stupid guy senator for the state of Oklahoma at all. And he got just about everything wrong that he talked about. And he did it with gusto, with confidence. He was even corrected by Jake Tapper, and still, in this recalcitrant idiot nature that he has, tries to make the thing that he's saying right, even though everyone knows the dates that Obama was president. He's trying to pin the Jeffrey Epstein sweetheart deal. That's the words he uses. He's trying to pin that on Barack Obama because now they're taking their marching orders from the dear leader who is trying to implicate Barack Obama in an effort to get him arrested, even though he has presidential immunity. None of it makes any fucking sense at all. So let's get to this Markwayne Mullin. And then I got an email over the weekend from someone who's angry at me for mocking Markwayne Mullin and some of these other types with the accent and mocking the accent. And we'll deal with that too. First, here's Markwayne Mullin with Jake Tapper.
And that's why Attorney General Bondi was saying for months. Well, then tell me why for months she was saying that she's going to release the information tomorrow.
We made the assumption that the judges would release the order and allow the evidence that they had that it could be heard. But it's all been sealed. And so if it's been a sealed case, we can't release it until the judges allow us to release it. And you would think common sense would play. That's why they asked for transparency. We want transparency. We want the judges to have transparency in this too. But remember, there was a plea deal that was struck in 2009, way before I was in office, way before Trump was even considering to be in office, way before Pam Bondi was in office, way before Kash Patel was director. 2009, there was a sweetheart plea deal that was made underneath the Obama administration with Epstein.
Right. That's not
and that sweetheart has not been exposed.
No, it was 2000.
Not? Well, when was the case heard?
It was 2008. It was the U.S. attorney at the time was a guy named Alex Acosta. He was a Bush appointee. He went on to become President Trump's Secretary of Labor. It all took place in 2008.
Who was in office at the time?
2008, George W. Bush.
Who was in office at the time?
George W. Bush.
No, 2009 is when the case came out, and it was and Obama was in office at the time.
It's not true. But let me ask you a question.
How far have we fallen as a country? As a consumer base for news, how far have we fallen that it's okay for a United States senator to go on the air and absolutely just lie about things that you don't even need to go Google to find out are not true? We know when Barack Obama was president, you dipshit. Markwayne Mullin. Well, maybe I should not do the voice again. Here, let me read this email from Jennifer, concerned. This is not a correction that I'm taking lightly, but I do have an answer for my behavior here. This is from Jennifer. I am a Democrat. I am a 74-year-old woman. I'm a Southerner from Tennessee. I am the subscriber to your YouTube channel. There are regional accents all over this country, and you are alienating liberal/left Southerners the way you use a Southern accent. You don't use a Bostonian accent or a Maine accent or a California accent to emphasize the raw stupidity that so many Trump supporters have. I agree with much of what you say, but judging someone based on their accent is the same as judging them on their color of their skin. No, it's not. And maybe it's the fact that you were raised or you lived for a substantial portion of your life. You call yourself a Southerner that you think that. It is not the same thing as racism, Jennifer. I will continue, though. A Southern accent is considered ignorant, humorous, and the butt of stupid jokes. Perpetuating this stereotype is hurting the Democratic Party. And those that want to see an end to the Trump reign of terror, please consider what I have said. I hear what you're saying, but I don't think it would be as accurate or as funny for me to use a Boston accent for Markwayne Mullin, given how he speaks. I mean, how am I supposed to respond to Markwayne Mullin other than Markwayne Mullin, everybody? I mean, how am I? This is what I would like to say. Markwayne Mullin said, "Oh, Obama is responsible." I'm not good at accents. Is he supposed to have some kind of a Harry Potter character accent? Is that what I'm supposed to do? That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. I do it when I'm making fun of Southerners. If I'm making fun of Gavin Newsom for sitting down with Nazis like Steve Bannon and Charlie Kirk, I don't use the Southern accent to mock the loathsome Gavin Newsom because he doesn't sound like that. But I use it when I'm talking about Tommy Tuberville. I also don't use that voice when I make fun of Markwayne Mullin. He gets a different voice. It just so happens that they're Southern. So Jennifer, I agree, making someone based solely on their accent is ignorant and stupid, still may be funny, and that's what I'm going for when I make fun of the accent. I'm not making a point about his idiocy or his lack of intelligence with solely the accent. It's just it's just a cherry on top, Jennifer. Don't take things so seriously. Secondly, is another non-Southern Senator, Roger Marshall from Kansas, who took on the same the same train of thought about trying to blame Obama for things that weren't during his presidency, trying to blame Obama for things that weren't even in the same decade. Here's Roger Marshall blaming Obama for how he handled COVID, even though, again, we all remember who was president when COVID came around. Obama was in office in 2009, and COVID came around in 2019, you'll remember. 2019, almost 2020, during Trump's administration. Watch Roger Marshall just get everything wrong in a non-Southern accent.
Remember, Obama never thought that Trump could win. They never thought anyone would go back and uncover this paperwork. I think that the Obama White House was the true threat to democracy. Think about psychological projection. That's what the Democrat Party is now. That's one of the reasons they have such low approval ratings, is this psychological projection. So for years, they've been saying President Trump was a threat. But now we understand that Obama was actually involved in this. You know, they lied to us about COVID. They lied to us about Biden's health. They lied to us about the Pfizer report and the Russia. They lied to us about Hunter's laptop. So this is the threat to democracy. They continue this psychological projection, accusing others of what they've been doing.
The word "they" there is doing a lot, as Trump would do. Mommy, a lot of heavy lifting. A lot. They. The Obama White House was the true threat to democracy. Obama was actually involved in this. They lied to us about COVID. They lied to us about Biden's health. Oh, you see, I slipped right into it. Obama wasn't president during COVID. They know that. They know the base knows it, but it's just something to say on a weekend show. They are completely detached from reality. And they're pushing their base, they're pushing their supporters in that direction at every single moment they can, because it doesn't matter what is reality, it doesn't matter what is fact, it doesn't matter what is true, it matters what protects the dear leader. So you could be as sure of the facts in this case as you can about the thing they're trying to remove guilt from Donald Trump about. They're fighting so hard for you not to know the thing that Donald Trump is accused of and likely did. And this is where we are in 2025, that the President of the United States is a credibly accused abuser of children. Anyway, again, what do you think? I invite you to this conversation. If you have something to say about Jennifer's email, be respectful, or at least as respectful as I was. And Jennifer, thanks for the email. I appreciate it very much. If you'd like to communicate, you can email me just like Jennifer did, daily@dollemore.com, or you can leave me a fewer than 3-minute voicemail, 714-576-4054. All the contact information is in the description below, and I'd love to hear from you. You can also just comment below. That works as well. And I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Be genuine. Take care of one another. It is absolutely difficult to keep a cool head in this political climate, especially with the added aggravation of these overheated outdoor temperatures. How can you be expected to conduct any clear-headed discourse with your drawers in a sweaty soup? My go-to for keeping things cool, sheath underwear. I'm wearing a pair right now, and let me tell you, it's like nighttime in the desert down there all day long. Head to sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore to score 20% off and upgrade yourself to the most comfortable underwear that you'll ever wear. How do they differ from your average boxers? Well, let me tell you. Invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq, Sheath's boxer fabric is designed with a moisture-wicking technology. Their underwear features a unique dual pouch system that keeps all your man parts comfortably separated instead of sticking together. We all know the feeling of the old eggs getting stuck to the pan, if you know what I mean. My favorites are the airflow meshes, which seem especially equipped to handle my thighs, bigger thighs. But Sheath has also tons of other fabric options and designs that you can get into. And I'm clearly not the only one singing the praises out there. Sheath are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 5-star reviews. Also, Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So while you're upgrading your undies, you can be making the world a more upstanding place too. It's tough to focus on draining the swamp when you are swampy mess yourself. Sheath's boxers will help you keep the temperature down by bringing up the level of comfortability. Score 20% off right now at sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore.